Welcome to the second instalment of the Executive Style blog. This week we'll be looking at what will the future look like after COVID for business. At Executive Style, we're on a mission to supply stunning, innovative bags for both work and for travel. However, we do much more than this alone. We want to engage you by sharing our own experiences and thoughts about the world we've come from and work within, the business world. We can all see that our world is changing quickly due to the recent global pandemic, but change has been on the horizon for a few decades now from a technology and a climate change perspective. This week, we continue our focus on the changing world, but we will focus in on how being forced to work remotely will lead to a major change in the way we work forever. Remote working is here to stay. Around 30% of business employees worked remotely at least part of the time pre-COVID. That is already a large number of people flexing their way of working. Hands up if you're one of these. Having meetings in hotel bars, working for hours in Starbucks, getting scowled at by Bernard the barista, getting your teams together in Regis facilities before heading off to the local escape room, usually to realise that Janine from reception is much smarter than your head of logistics. It's been coming for a while now. A key reason for this movement away from the office is that technology has allowed us to work efficiently almost anywhere. Technology is amazing, yet we're guessing you all know people who blame dodgy Wi-Fi to conveniently miss out on the odd important meeting, right? We'd already begun to learn to enjoy the variation of working in different places, even though it often meant one too many coffees and a larger lunch than the normal office pack-up. It widens our horizons by being able to see different places and experience new ambience. However, for many of us, working from home is fast becoming the new office. There's not much escape. Yes, we're getting lots of work completed, but we're now beginning to make an unwanted imprint into our home office chairs. And if we've got kids, well, we're sending them potty, right? Post-COVID, let's hope we can begin to bring that aspect of variety back into our daily work setting. The thought of meeting colleagues to plan for the next sales launch over a coffee and muffin is very appealing. The thought of taking your team for a well-deserved night out after they've been turning grey due to lack of sunlight and worked themselves into a hole at home, pestering customers multiple times by email and by phone, suffering from Zoom call angst, and owning a hairstyle that even Don King would be dubious to share outdoors. It sounds like heaven. In fact, what can you expect from the first team get-together? We would suggest that it may be chaos. Most of us are now highly trained in alcohol consumption. We're basically Marines at it. Set us free with a free bar after we haven't had human contact for a year, and we're going to have some funny stories to share for the next 12 months. There'll be singing, breakdancing, piggybacks, and late nights aplenty. But it will be needed, and it will be deserved. Tell your teammate you miss them. Tell your boss she needs to get new wallpaper. Tell your department head that he needs to get his dog shaved. Do it, regret it, laugh about it 2 days later, move on. Many of us will get the option to continue to work from home at least some of the time. Big businesses are even considering if they need the large premises that they currently have. They're thinking of the cost savings, the efficiency, and the fact that most companies found a way to cope after that initial "what the heck" shock. So it may not even be a choice. We should also expect that companies will continue to increase focus on our mental health and well-being. For those of you that have been attending workout sessions online led by Fatima in Human Resources, this probably won't go away. Embrace it. Buy some cycling shorts and get ready to Peloton in the PM with your department buddies. Also, expect more employee surveys. Businesses will have to prove that they care, that they measure, and that they improve. And they'll begin by looking for that precious baseline so that they can optimize your health as well as your work efficiently. It's all good, really. Some companies will do it well. Some, well, you'll just have to grin and bear it. But one thing is for sure, our world is changing. Your office could soon be everywhere. And here at Executive Style, we've got the solution for you to work and travel in style.